All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, guys. Here we are with the first of the 3 knives that Kevin from Lefty EDC sent my way. Kevin, thank you so much. Super kind of you to send these. Let's say hi to Ren and Stimpy and Powder Toast Man and Log and TV, and let's get started, guys. And say hi to Truck too. Why not? But thanks so much for stopping by. Now, this is a knife that you guys have seen a lot, but I'm going to give you some interesting facts that not everybody has given you because I've never seen this knife. So Kevin sent it along so I could see it. By the way, guys, did you guys know this? First of all, this is the Ohlone goat, if I didn't say that. And did you guys know that goat is by far the most eaten meat worldwide? Did you know that? I'll give you more goat facts in just a minute. This is good stuff. It's important to know this. But this is a knife, obviously, not a goat, but it's called the Ohlone goat. Made by Riot. This is a really impressive satin finish. Love the shape of this dropper, guys, this drop point. Really cool drop point blade, flipper. And I really dig the inlay on this one and the way it is done. Now, this one, it had some anodization. Kevin had this done by MB Wild, I believe. The anodization, like kind of bronzed on the hardware, really cool. And on the titanium, really, really nice. But this is done by Riot. There is no, double checking. There is no billboarding on the blade. Really nice blade. Really great gentleman looking knife. Just really digging that. I think this is G10 on the inlay. It might be micarta. I am not sure. Kevin told me, and I'm just silly. But grip-wise, it is really, really good. Really dig that. The fit and finish is great. Nice and contoured and rounded, which is what I love on a knife. The screws, except for here on the rounded part, you can see that screw sticks out a little bit. These screws are countersunk. The pocket clip screw, it is a single clip screw, but it is inset in the actual material there on the blade. It is, it appears because of that cutout to be right hand tip up only. And just really, really well done. Now, it's funny, a lefty sent me this knife and it's only right hand knife, but single screw, but again, it's not going to go anywhere because it's inset into the liner. Nice screw, a nice clip, goes in and out, plenty of room, easy retention, no big deal. Is a bolster lock or a frame lock, whatever you'd like to call it. Just really cool. Now, as far as centering, really, really well done. And as far as lockup, it's about a 20 to a 25. Really well done there, too. No play, no lock rock. You would expect that from Riot. The geometry there matches up really well and looks good. Now, important, guys, important to note, goats have 4 stomachs. Their food moves in to their first, I don't know, I'm not going to tell you all this, but it is interesting to know that mature goats hold 4 to 5 gallons of plant material and breaks down in their stomach and ferments, and that's why goats burp all the time. So anyway, I told you were going to get facts you weren't going to get anywhere else. I know. So really cool knife. Again, good access to the lock bar. Could be slightly better, but it's not a problem for me. I can get down in there. It is kind of on the stiff side, but comes out really, really well. Now, this flipper tab is kind of a kind of pokey, I guess you would say. Not a huge deal. Good jimping on it. Does grab your finger well, and it is coming out. That detent, this is why Kevin likes this knife, guys. That detent is unbelievably good. It is coming out, and it is a dropper. However, this is my one issue with this knife. I cannot, without getting way down. Now, the lock bar cutout is right there. So if you put your thumb on there to open it, the flipper tab is going to come right there, and then you're not past the detent, and it wants to come back like that. So you actually have to come down lower on the tab, as low as you can get to get that flipper, on the lock, to get that flipper tab past, and then you can drop it. Now, it is a nice dropper. See, I didn't do it again. You got to get it past your thumb. If you don't get it past your thumb, it is not going to drop. So that is, I mean, it's not an issue at all. It's just one of those things I like to point out because it is something you got to pay attention. See, you got to pay attention to. Now you can just, it's a small enough knife that you can just do this if you want to. It's not a big deal for me. Just thought I'd point that out. Now I love a knife that mostly hides the blade down in side the handle like that. Just so cool. It is a really nice knife. I'm gonna put this guy down, and you know what? While I talk about the, well, I'm trying to zoom in. While I talk about the specs, I'm gonna zoom in so you can see the beauty of this blade. And it would help for me to get off my goat facts and actually get over here to something. Now, this knife is currently available on Urban EDC Supply. Now, not this one with the MB Wild anodization, but they have one with G10 and looks like OD Green G10, and they're $269 right now on Urban EDC Supply. And if you want one of these, you can go in the description. Down in the description, there'll be a link there. Now, you don't get a discount, but I'll get a little kickback, and I will definitely buy knives. You guys know I give away knives every week on my lives, and I got my 2K giveaway coming up, so I will definitely buy knives to review and give away on the channel if you do that. And check it out, guys. I appreciate it. It's a good way to support the channel, and this is a pretty cool knife. So $269 over there. Now, this one is M390, is a flipper tab knife, and this is this called the GOAT, if I didn't say that to begin with. I think I did. Silky smooth, cage ceramic bearings, of course. It is blade length is 3 inches. The overall length is 7, so this is not a big knife. Handle length is 4, plenty of room for me. I'll show you that again in a second. And the weight is 3 ounces, made by Riot in China. And the name of the company, Ohlone, is let's see, did I get it? Ohlone, yeah, I did. Was named after an Indian tribe, and I think that's really cool. Derek Costa named it after them to pay homage to his ancestry. So I think that's really, really cool, guys. Again, let me zoom back out. Well, or maybe I won't zoom back out. My phone is being ornery. There we go. So just a really cool looking knife. You know that I love this one. It is a smaller knife. Here's it in my hand. There is a little bit left over. Now, the squareness of this flipper tab is the only other thing. You do tend to get a full grip. You got to kind of go right over against that. By the way, the pocket clip, I didn't really talk about. Well, yeah, I did, but you don't really feel it in your grip. You feel it a little bit, but it's not a hot spot. No jimping, don't need it. Nice flat spot up here. But you do kind of feel this flipper tab a little bit because it's so squared off. And that's it, guys. I mean, really good ergos, no problem whatsoever. I love how it's very, very generic on the handle shape there, where you get a good grip. So there you go, the Ohlone GOAT. Hope you enjoyed the GOAT facts. I don't know, I'm weird. But give me a comment. Let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And guys, if you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. And for those of you that support the channel regularly, thank you so much. And thanks all for watching the Knives Fast channel.